guys. Just wanted to hop on here and let my thoughts out. So, I don't know if I'm the only person who feels this way or if other people can relate, but sometimes when I think about how I was always there for certain people in my life, for example, like friends and family, mainly family, when they needed help or when they were in relationships that they didn't even know would survive or wouldn't. They were in school and they weren't supposed to be doing those things, and I kind of had this burden on my shoulder of making sure that they didn't do anything wrong. And I didn't regret doing that. I just felt like, as an older relative, I guess, it was part of my responsibility to keep an eye on them and make sure that they don't do anything wrong. Now that everyone's older, everyone's married, and they have their own lives, sometimes when I think about it, it makes me sad that those same people that I I had to like really deal with a lot while they were doing things that they weren't supposed to be doing. I had to cover for them with their parents and try to figure out how to best handle the situation so that they don't do anything wrong. I was there for them through everything, but when it came down to them actually choosing someone to be with, they didn't tell me. So, and it wasn't just one person, like I can count three people, or I can say two people because one of them didn't really fool around like that, but two people would just constantly update me on who they were dating, who they were with, who they were talking to, how this person is the one, how they're gonna marry this person and they're so serious about this person. And I would just be stressing, like, hey, make sure you don't do anything wrong, be responsible. And then when the time came for it, I had to hear from their parents that they found someone. It really felt like a stab to the heart because I had to deal with all the BS when it was happening in the past. But then when it came down to actually choosing someone that they wanted to marry and spend the rest of their lives with, they didn't keep me in the loop. And that just hurt me because I felt used. I felt like I wasn't trusted. I was trusted all those times when things weren't serious. I was trusted during the time where they were students and they weren't even supposed to be doing all that. But once it came down to them being adults, and even if they got caught, or if, let's say, I snitched on them, which I didn't snitch on them, so why would I snitch this time if that's what they were thinking? At this point, even if they got caught, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't really make a difference because they're old enough to do whatever they want to a certain extent. Like, they could get away with it. But back in the day when they weren't supposed to do all that stuff, they would confide in me and I was like their friend and confidant. But once we got older, all of a sudden it's like I don't exist. It doesn't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't matter because I just want them to be happy at the end of the day. But it does make me wonder, how did they make this decision? How did they come to this conclusion that this is a person they want to spend the rest of their lives with? Because even 10 years ago, when you were with Jane Doe or John Doe or whoever, you still thought that that person was the one for you and they're perfect and you're going to marry this person. So what's the difference between those people and this person? Just as a human being, I'm curious to know how they decided on being with this person. And at the end of the day, I just want good for everyone and I want everyone's happiness. But when it was my turn to get married, everyone was in my business. Everyone wanted to know every little detail. And I was so stupid and naive and I would just tell everyone everything. And when it came down to them, obviously they found these people however they found them. I mean, you have a right to choose your own partner, but they didn't tell us the real story. They made some like kosher shit version of it. Like, the version of the story that they gave us didn't even make any sense. One person didn't even give a story. Kind of like, yeah, this is the person I'm going to be with and I don't need to explain anything. It's just crazy how things change. When it was my turn, everyone had to know everything, and I'm such a pushover that I've just give all the information away because I don't want anyone to feel left out. I don't want anyone to feel bad. I want everyone to know how much I love them and how much they mean to me, that I wouldn't hide anything from them. But when the tables are turned, I didn't get the same back. And it's not about the information. It's not like I'm so nosy that I need to know how they met. I already have an idea of how they met. It's not important. It's the fact that I would have appreciated being updated or kept in the loop or being a part of the process, just like I kept them a part of the process for my situation. And especially considering the fact that I was updated and kept in the loop for all these other relationships that I did not want to be a part of or be updated on or kept in the loop for. But when it came down to the actual main important one, they just decided to not tell me. So I don't know if it's just like a gloomy Friday evening and it's raining. I don't know if that's why I'm just feeling sad in my feelings, but I don't know. People are messed up. People want to know all your details and all your information, and when it comes to them, they'll hide things. Like someone I know bought a property like almost 2 years ago, and they're gonna like demolish it. And I don't know if they're gonna like rebuild it and sell it, or if they're gonna keep it for themselves, or if they're gonna like Airbnb it or whatever. Regardless, I wish them luck and success in what they do, but it's just a little weird when people demand to be a part of your life and know everything, and then they don't do the same for you. That's my fault, honestly. I shouldn't have ever let anyone get access to any information about me. But it's also because I thought we were family, so I trusted them, and I really thought that they loved me the same way that I loved them. So I didn't really think much or think twice about it before I told anyone anything, because I just thought, like, hey, we're close, we love each other, we're family. There's no need to hide anything. So when they started hiding things, it was painful. But yeah, if anyone's watching, if anyone can relate to this, I'm just telling you, don't do anything or say anything that you're going to regret in the future. Don't expect people to treat you how you treat them, because most of the time people change. And unfortunately, most of the time they change for the worse instead of the better. So yeah, thank you for watching if you're watching. And if not, I hope that the rest of my evening will be better. Yeah, have a great weekend. Bye.